All right, level 16.
Show yourself.
Run at me, dude.
Show yourself. I mean, he's right there.
Did that fry him?
It did, yeah.
It did. Yeah, this level gave me anxiety when I played it.
It reminds me of that scene in Galaxy Quest when
Seen
Sigourney
that in
Weaver.
forever.
Yeah, when Sigourney Weaver has to like go down to the engine room or something like that, and there's like a obstacle thing she has to get through, and she's like, "Who the hell designed that?"
That was kind of a trope for different sci-fi for a while. They have like the electricity
Mm-hmm.
arcs and energy things.
This guy's whooping my ass. Ooh.
So I was reading that I don't know if it's in the game. I can't remember, but I was reading the background of the lore, and those reborn guys have I don't know if it was Cortosis armor or yeah, it must be armor, and that was of course from I know it was from the Hand of Thrawn books. It might have possibly been in something slightly earlier, but Zahn kind of made that a thing. Cortosis could
Yeah, the
block lightsaber.
whatever you call them, but they're coming up, I think, in the next level.
Oh, okay. Couldn't remember if it was all the reborn or just certain ones.
Well, these guys aren't wearing any armor, but you run into dudes that are wearing like all black.
Oh, that must be the ones. Yeah.
And they're annoying to fight
Right.
because they have like stealth, invisibility technology on them and stuff. Which, you know, Kyle used to be able to do. But I guess
Yeah, it's funny how
Outcast.
right every couple games he would conveniently forget many of his powers.
Yeah, it seems to be a common issue with Jedi. Cal Kestis doing the same thing in Fallen Order.
That's true. I mean, at least in that case, it's just the first game, and it's kind of like, you know, it's kind of like he does know them, but he's unlocking them with his amnesia block getting opened up.
Yeah.
And thankfully, in Survivor, just picks up where Fallen Order left off. You don't have to relearn anything, per se. I'm so glad that first-person Star Wars lightsaber games came back.
Yes. And Flight Sims kind of did, but...
Yeah, kind of, but...
Well, I mean, as much as we love those, you know, the classic games, the classic Flight Sim games, we still haven't played... Or I haven't. I don't know if you've played Squadrons at all.
I've played a little bit of Squadrons, but I can't get past the fact that you have to play it with the full cockpit view. And that's really, really what distracts me because I feel like I can't see at the goddamn, you know, like where I'm going clearly.
Yeah.
And so
it's too realistic.
Blocked. Yeah, it is. So for me, that's a huge stumbling block, and I doubt anything has come up now. But I remember a couple years ago, I was looking for mods, and there was nothing. And I'm not the only one looking either.
Yeah.
So, but again, they were really trying to push the immersion of that game. That was the whole thing, and it's like, well, okay. I think everything like that should just be optional. But yeah, I'm going to play more of Squadrons in the near future. The other issue I had with the game is the controls. Even if you bind your keys to different things, the controls, I just can't quite get used to them.
Yeah.
So I don't know. The verdict isn't quite out on Squadrons, and I need to fully play it. But I will say that Fallen Order and Survivor, great games that I've highly enjoyed.
See, like this thing, who designed this part of the
Yeah,
installation?
some maniac.
I don't know what it is about this game, but the jumping is very
I know.
janky to me.
Yep. I didn't have that issue in Jedi Knight.
No, I don't remember having the issue. It's something to do with because you get kind of floaty
Mm,
when you're doing the force assisted jump.
yeah.
So I think that's what it is.
Yep. And it's like that plus the camera angle and stuff. I do remember though what a big deal this game was though when it came out as far as graphics. I mean, we were like, "Oh my god."
Oh,
It was just
blown
so
away, dude.
smooth
I think
looking
it's the
and
Quake 3 engine,
yeah,
if I remember
yeah.
correctly.
Mm. That was right when FPS games were turning a corner and they were moving away from the blocky 3D garbage.
Yeah.
It just looked like he passed out. He didn't even like have his neck broken or anything.
Oh, speaking of which, I saw that Captain Nita passed away. The
Oh,
actor.
that actor. Oh man.
What,
Yeah,
what was his name?
it's getting out there with all the actors now that were in middle age. When they filmed it, they're like 40, and now they're a lot older. I mean, like Phil Brown, who played Uncle Owen, he passed away like in the early 2000s. I think over
Yeah, and
20 years
he was
ago.
big on the convention circuit, right?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. Michael Culver
Okay, Michael
was
Culver,
the name of the actor that played Captain Nita.
Captain Lorth Nita. I wonder if, because Captain Nita was, well, him and Ozzel were the first Imperial officers that Vader like punished by choking them, and then that kind of became kind of a thing in like Western games books and some of the short stories here and there through the 90s and onward. And I wonder, there's got to be someone out there who's like, I hate how that happened. Vader shouldn't do that, blah, blah, blah. There's always someone who, like, I don't know, there's a change in a character and then they don't like it after a while. But
Well, but he choked Marty,
that's true. But he didn't kill him.
but he didn't kill him.
I guess
But
that
also
yeah.
Tarkin was there,
Right,
so I
right.
don't.
He might have killed him if Tarkin wasn't there.
But like, let's see. He didn't really care that much at that point, right? So like Vader, he's just kind of toying with Mahdi,
Yeah,
and there wasn't really any stakes in it.
right,
But when it
right.
came to Ozzel and Nita, like Vader was trying to look for Luke. He was trying to capture Luke and stuff. So
Right.
he was desperate. He
He was
was
more pissed off.
yeah, exactly. So
And then, of course, it fed back into how he doesn't kill Admiral Piet at the end,
right.
because that's kind of like, okay, it was like you almost sense Vader's thoughts as he's processing everything that just happened with Luke getting away.
Yeah, it's almost like he's just kind of sad, I guess.
Right, right, right.
Or he just really liked Piet.
That's true.
He had a soft spot for him.
I love when Vader walks away though down the corridor, and you see like the officers kind of turn around, like,
Uh-huh. But even in the way he walks, it's kind of melancholy. He's
yes, yeah,
thinking. Probably also like the emotions of like revealing himself to his son, you know.
or the officers. No. It sounded like Denny Delk again doing the voice of the stormtroopers there, just
Yeah.
like he did in Dark Forces 1. And of course, he did Zarin's voice and 2-1B in Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah. Um, you know, he references them as rebels. I kind of wish they
That
would
was
drop. They would say
that by that point,
the
yeah.
New Republic. I get it. It works because they'd be like
Yeah.
derogatory.
Yeah. That was kind of, I think, the first post Jedi story that really kind of said that was Dark Empire.
Yeah.
But that was because the Empire took back Coruscant, so it was kind of like, oh, we're back, baby, you know, in a way.
Right.
And then, but I think it was also partly because I think when Veach wrote it, the New Republic was kind of established in Zahn's book, but not Dark Empire. So Veach's early script was like they were still the Rebel Alliance technically.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so there was some kind of smoothing over later. But yeah, there occasionally you would see these stories where they're calling them rebels, and it's like, this game is, I believe, 8 years after Return of the Jedi. That's pretty late to be calling them rebel scum or something.
Or rebel come. Rebels come.
Yeah, rebels come. Old habits die hard.
A stupid joke.
Good old, it's like Wood Wars again. AOL chat room days.
Uh-huh. The good old days. This part is such
I
a
hate this
pain
part.
in the ass.
Yep. It's like when the Rhodians were shooting you on Nar Shaddaa.
The only thing being better is if there was a Rodian down at the end of the tunnel shooting also.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
even if you clear the jump.
Exactly. Yeah, those are kind of cool weapons that just disintegrate you. I always was under the impression that, like, in the EU, the disruptor rifles, I always figured that's what they would do. They just, like, literally disintegrate your whole body.
Yeah. Well, they had those in Star Trek, right? Because
Yes,
in Star Trek
kind of
2,
like a phaser.
Yeah. In Star Trek 2, that one guy, the captain of the other ship with Chekhov,
Yeah.
they're all mind controlled, and he kills himself, and it's pretty gnarly. Him just disintegrating himself.
Star Trek Unfiltered.
Speaking of Star Trek 2, I do really appreciate that those 3 movies, 2, 3, and 4, all were basically a trilogy. Even if there wasn't an arc or whatever.
Sequentially, they work really well.
They all connect.
Yeah, I like that too. That's one of my favorite weapons, the flechette.
Yeah.
I love how I think it's the alternate fire, the one that just knocks the guy's back like a mile.
Yeah. Well, I like that it
It's so
bounces off of
fun.
walls and stuff.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, this is a fun game for It's funny, like everyone talks about the lightsaber in this game and how great it is, but I love using the different blasters, just sniping guys and using rocket launchers and whatever. There's some cool variety.
It would be interesting to do a like, blaster only, no lightsaber
Yeah,
run through of the
yeah.
game.
Well, honestly, when I played it, I think 80% of the time I was using blaster only. I think
Yeah.
I was only doing lightsaber like on Reborn and some bosses, mostly. Damn.
That's weird. You shoot them and then they fall forward at you.
You're right. Some weird physics.
I gotta clean up,
Nudge him off.
clean up after myself.
Rush up. Get the janitor mop out. Oh yeah, this part.
This
Gotta
is
ride the
probably. I think this is my least favorite part of the whole game, to be honest.
What? Are you saying you like Nar Shaddaa more?
Oh, I forgot. That was so long ago at this point. I played it. It was literally like 2.5
Right.
years ago. This replay is running into my third replay schedule.
Good lord.
Or fourth now at this point.
Yeah.
But
Damn,
I
this is
remember.
like me with Tyrant's Test or something.
Oh, dude, yeah. But this, I think when I first played it, when we were, at this point, like 2.5 years ago, I mean, I don't even remember how many times I died. And even on this playthrough, this pre-recorded playthrough,
Yeah.
I died tons of times.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I did a lot too, especially on jumping sections, and I think I did this part 10 or 20 times at least. One thing I loved about this game in particular was the large maps. There was a very Star Wars-esque sense of scale to this game that like this chamber, for example. It feels like something out of the movies.
Yeah. And it kind of looks like it just goes down forever
Yeah,
ish.
get that fade. That was another thing FPS games were getting better, was doing shadows and lighting, and of course Doom 3 kind of broke that open even more.
Yeah.
I don't know, killing stormtroopers just never gets old. Right on the crotch. It's got to be hidden items.
Yeah, I really wasn't into looking for secrets on these later playthroughs.
I did, but this game, it didn't seem to have as many. They seemed to care less about secrets as the series went on. I feel like it was a fairly big deal in Dark Forces and Jedi Knight, but then they just kind of,
Well,
as far as like hidden rooms and things.
I think I would like it better if they were more Easter eggs than oh, here's some extra items. Because when you got the lightsaber, and most people probably mainly played with the lightsaber, so you were never hurting for anything other than maybe like shields. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I was really, really bad about using like the turret and the
The remote
The remote, yeah, the training remote or whatever.
drone. Yeah, I know. I didn't use those much either. And then when I finally kind of did, the game was almost over and I was near the end, so I was just kind of like, oh well, next time. As it is, I could probably do another playthrough of this and it would feel somewhat fresh for me. It's been 2 years now.
I will be happy to not play this for another 20, I think.
Yeah, it's like the first 20. Yeah, there was some Star Wars games I revisited more than others. Obviously, yeah, I mentioned TIE Fighter and X-Wing, things like that, but I still went about 15 years not playing those. So that's pretty big chunk of time between. But certainly in the 90s, those are the two I played the most. And then Jedi Outcast, I didn't play all the way through until 2 years
Cortosis
ago.
was first, made its first appearance in iJedi.
I was thinking iJedi,
Yeah.
possibly. Okay, so the reason I thought it was Zahn's book is it's in Vision of the Future, the
Mm-hmm.
second Hand of
Yes.
Thrawn book, but
Yes.
Spectre came out before Ed Jedi,
Yeah.
and I thought it was in that, but it wasn't. But you know, a lot of people consider I Jedi to somewhat be the third book of a trifecta between Zahn's duology because he and Stackpole work so closely together, plotting those that they kind of put each other's characters in each other's book, and
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
was kind of a big deal.
It was always
They
neat
had,
when that happened.
yeah, they had a bit of a bromance as writers.
Mm.
I think it was because they first did. There was that short story. Well, it was kind of a novella because it was like a 4-part short story. Side trip in the Adventure Journal, and I think that's when they realized, oh, we're both military sci-fi writers, so we have a similar aesthetic. So I guess that's how they started bouncing ideas back and forth. Even though if I had to describe their styles, I would say they're very different, but they understand the military aspect of things, and that's where their similarity is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's funny in the new canon, Beskar has kind of replaced Cortosis as far as like metals that lightsabers can't penetrate.
Yeah, I like how that works, and the whole thing with the Mandalorians, opposing the Jedi and
Yeah,
stuff. Versus Cortosis was just kind of well, we need something that resists
yeah,
lightsabers to make things more interesting.
right. And technically, Beskar goes back to the EU. They just didn't refer to it as that name until a little bit later. But it
Mm-hmm.
was just Mandalorian iron at first in Dark Empire. And I think it was possibly the Republic Commando books. It was one of those book series that dealt with Mandalorians a lot. That then they started using the term Beskar.
Yeah.
Kyle, what are you doing? Shooting spice. There you go.
This is a little bonus. A little bonus montage
Great.
of my attempts at this stupid effing tunnel.
I know exactly what happened there. It was like you hit jump too late, and it's just like a little
Uh-huh.
tap.
My toe hit it.
Yeah,
Can you imagine hitting something and it just disintegrates your whole body?
your whole body, dude. That would suck.
Yeah, to say the least.
Well,
all that,
same deal.
all that build up.
Oh. Yeah, that was always the thing. You get it too late of a jump, or you don't have enough of a run to land the end point. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like how Kyle just freezes too when he disintegrates. It's
Yeah.
like a tauntaun on a night on Hoth. And then I can't remember. Can you push those guys into the thing?
You can, yes.
That's probably difficult. Even better.
He just fell off himself.
I was doing that a lot when I played the game. Just attacking guys and they would just fall over. Whoa. Whoa.
My heel hit it,
Oh, dude.
tapped it.
I think the Empire would just put these outside of every installation.
See that asshole pushed me into it. I know, right? Why don't you just make the whole outside of the Death Star this?
Yeah, just that.
Or, maybe if you have this, where's the catwalk? There should be like a catwalk somewhere.
Right. Yeah, like for the repair guys. Oh,
I hate it when they talk shit.
right.
It's funny because it makes me wonder how many of these like reborn are gonna try and take Dasan down.
Yeah, I know, right? I like it when they kill you and you get the sarcastic "May the Force be with you."
Mm-hmm.
May the Force be with you.
That's it. Level 16.